Happy Friday, St. Charles second graders. I'm back again. We're going to do another book in our unit about our natural world, our Earth. And this one is River Story. Now, I think you're going to notice a pattern about this unit, but I'm going to save that till the end. So for right now, let's go ahead and read our book. It's River Story by Meredith Hooper, illustrated by B. Willie. Thousands of rivers help to shape the surface of our planet. They bring water and life to the land and all that use it. Icy cold racing rivers, slow, muddy, wide rivers, long rivers, small rivers, rivers underground. Each river is different. Each river makes its own exciting, mysterious journey. Join us on this one. And then we have River Story. All rivers have a beginning. High in the mountains, the snow is melting. Trickles of water are running together, bubbling through the moss, dripping down ledges, coming together into a stream. A small, shining stream, slipping over the pebbles, skidding around rocks, bumping into roots. Fed by a waterfall, bouncing down boulders, fed by another stream, smaller and faster, snowfalls of water, springfuls of water, streamfuls of water, coming together into a river. The river races down deep, narrow valleys, milky cold, rattling bold, fast-moving river, scooping up the earth, digging out stones, mining the mountains, wearing them down. As you recall, we talked about this when we studied erosion. The river swirls busily under a bridge. Stand on the bridge and look down at the water. You can't see the bottom. You can't see how deep. You can't see the shapes hidden under the surface. Trunks of old trees, little fish darting, bottles dropped, treasures lost. The river is quieter, leaving the mountains. It winds between meadows, long strands of waterweed streaking its surface. Willow trees lean their leaves in the water. People row boats, trailing their fingers. Cows come drinking, their sharp hooves sinking into the sticky brown river mud. The river grows wider and deeper and stronger. Fast currents ripple in its silky brown surface. The water moves silently into the city. Inside the city, The river is crowded, jostled by buildings, hemmed in by roads. The traffic moves over and under and around it. Drains spill their water. Stray dogs slink by. And up and down the river go slow-moving barges and bright busy ferries, shiny glass tour boats, and tough little tugs. The river is sliding past mud flats, looping through marshes, carrying its load of earth and leaves, tin cans and cartons and bits of old wood. Where the river reaches the edge of the land, waves wash the sand, and fresh water meets salt water. The seabirds are calling. The sea winds are blowing. The journey is over. All rivers have a beginning. So we could trace the river from start to finish and discover some new river words along the way. We're up here in the mountains. We're up here in the mountains. The beginning of a river is called its source. Some rivers start with melting snow and ice. Others begin with a spring bubbling up from under the ground. A stream that joins another stream or river is called a tributary. A fast-moving river carries along lots of pebbles and soil. These rub against the riverbed like sandpaper, slowly wearing it away. This wearing away of the land is called erosion, and we talked about that during the water cycle in science. A river moves more slowly when it leaves the mountains. Instead of rushing downhill, it often winds around in bends. Those are called meanders. Okay? These are like bends and winds. The river meanders. A river flows lazily across a flat plain. Its muddy water, thick with tiny pieces of worn rock. Mud flats form where the river dumps this load. Sooner or later, all rivers end. They empty their water into lakes or into the sea. And every river has an end. Okay, class. I also want you to notice when, if you have a chance to look at this book when we get back, this book has an index. Do you remember what the index is about? If you haven't answered yet, I'll tell you. The index tells us where to find certain words or ideas in a book. It tells us what page to look on for specific words and specific ideas, like boats, or lake, or meander. Another nice painting. The River Story. Okay. Today, we've looked at that book. And to help us talk about rivers, I would like you to answer or write down two ideas in your notebook. One is, what is the river that you like best or you go to the most often if you go to the river? If you don't go to the river, you could just say, I don't go to the river. And when you are at the river, what do you like to do? Do you go fishing? Do you have a boat? Do you like to swim in the river? Let me know what you like to do when you're at the river. Just tell me in a couple sentences where you go and what you like to do. Today is Friday, so this will be our last book for this week. We have several more books in the Earth, a couple more books in the Earth series. Next Monday, we will be back with a story about volcanoes. And I hope everybody is feeling well. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Oh, and just to let you know, I'm hoping that everyone has a really, really good weekend, okay? Try to enjoy yourself, have a little bit of fun, but make sure you're getting outside. You shouldn't be standing inside playing video games all day. All right? Okay, I'll be back on Monday with volcanoes, and we'll take it from there. Have a very good weekend, and stay healthy, stay safe, and be strong, second grade.